Yes.
Hi, welcome to the 2011 Bob. Bob standing for Beast of Burden. We have looked forward to this updated model for so long. What I'm going to show you today here at Bologna Maternity is the Bob Revolution. The Bob Revolution now comes in two models. The Revolution comes as a sport edition as well as a city edition. The difference in these two models are two things. One is the size of the tire. This tire is a 16-inch tire, inflatable like a bike tire. This is part of the Sport Edition. The Sport Edition will be great gravel, dirt, training, going up mountains, on the beach. Here in Rhode Island, we all love to be able to take our Bobs down to the beach. Also good for a runner, someone who will be using this for jogging. The City Edition has all of the other same features, which I'm going to show you in just a moment, but will come with a 12-inch wheel, a 12-inch alloy wheel, which we've known as just the alloy wheel from Bob for quite a number of years. The alloy wheel will still be just as great for running, gravel, going to farmers markets outside, going on the beach. However, for running, that wheel's really not large enough to keep up with you if you're running at quite a speed. So that's the big difference between the two models. Also color schemes, which we can talk more about later. So here is a 16-inch in the brand new color from Bob, which is called Plum. It's pretty awesome. Really a gender neutral purple allows you to purchase this with the first baby, whether it's a boy or girl, and really maintain just having this one stroller. So a few other big differences in the new model. One which everyone will be completely thrilled to see is the fact that they have now made right here in this little compartment a really easy spring-loaded click on, click off car seat attachment. An infant car seat adapter that doesn't require screws and wrenches, which if you've owned a Bob in the past, you know we've used those. So it's going to be something that's really simple, clicks right in, car seat's going to click on top of it. And they do have one for Kiko. We all have to be excited to be able to fit a Kiko in a stroller other than a Kiko brand stroller. So again, going to clip on here and here. The other great innovation is an awesome tray for the children, which is the same thing, spring-loaded, going to be able to release one side so that the tray swings open, child can get out and it can go right back on. Some of the things we've always known and loved about Bob is the awesome canopy. The canopy has made a few improvements this year. Pops right open. Really, there's a little extra boning inside now, which is going to make it so that you don't get any nice fabric wrinkles. It's going to stay nice and smooth. If you come up here with me with the Bob, what they've also done is we still have the nice peekaboo window. This now rolls up and has a home. Just in keeping with kind of having a more streamlined approach with the stroller. Isn't that nice and lovely? Have a nice little sunroof. Also, they've added this year for when you have a taller, larger child. This just comes right back and Velcros on, so you have a smaller canopy that's not going to be impeding their headspace or their line of vision. Still having a really nice, strong harness system to allow your child to be safe and secure while running. They have added on a hip holder. It's going to hug the hips to keep the child secure when inside. Still, the red hooks to help tighten and snug up. You'll notice there's no longer a sternum strap, as this hip brace will make sure that they're not going to be moving around while running. It really keeps for a much cleaner line, actually, when you're strapping children in, because before there were so many things that you were moving about, it was often difficult to actually strap the child in. Also, because the Bob works for such a heavy-weighted child, up to about a 70-pound child, you have the ability now to extend the crotch strap. There was nothing better than digging in your 3-year-old's diaper area looking for this in the old model, so I'm really excited about this one myself. The other thing that you notice is that they've really contoured the back of this seat now. In years past, we've all noticed that there was kind of a sway in the seat. The child kind of looked like they were in a sling. They were slung there. And sometimes smaller children looked like they were really slouching in the seat, or if they fell asleep, they looked slouchy. Again, the hip harness is helping with that and the contoured area of the seat, as well as they've added an extra piece of a composite in the back so that the child is more upright when in the stroller. Again, still a spot for sippy cups, snacks, anything that you need in there. because there's nothing worse than when you're jogging along and your child is throwing the sippy cup away. I'm always a big fan of hooking your sippy cup through a no slip toy chain right there. All right. Still the Bob shock system, set for your 0 to 40 pound child, and then is able to be slid over into this back compartment for a child 40 pounds up, so that your child, as you can see, the shock system allows so that your child's not bouncing around even if you're on a really rough terrain. Going to the back of the stroller, same foot brake we all know and love. Woohoo! Nice and easy. So simple, you can do it probably one-footed. I can do it with a flip-flop on. We have done it now where Bob, thank you for listening to all of us, has moved the running strap up into the handlebar. Very simply, you slide your hand through, and now you have a runaway strap so that you don't have to hold on to the handlebar when you're running. This can be enough for you. Unfortunately, in years past, that big yellow running strap, which we all saw, so many people would misfeed it through the back into the brake and often automatically make the brake stop just by pulling on it when that's not what it was there for. So Bob has made it so that it's foolproof. We can all use this proudly and use it well. I like this one when the baby's asleep and you're sitting somewhere because it allows you to kind of do this back and forth and keep them sleeping. It's one of my most favorite tricks. People always ask about how the Bob reclines and what this panel is for. The Bob reclines by sliding out a piece on either side. Has a nice quality recline. You're not looking at fully flat because really we're not going to have a newborn baby in here, as we don't jog with babies when they're really young. This piece is made to, all of this information is telling you that you flip up this piece here to put the weather canopy on. The weather canopy actually velcros up here. This is where your air supply would be when you have that rain guard on. One of the other fabulous things about the Bob, which we all love, is how easy and compact it really folds down to be, even though it's a running stroller. And even though it's a running stroller, it's an awesome stroller for stores. This is your one stop for a lot of families who lead a really active outdoor life. The clips, as many of you will know, were normally red here. They have moved to black. The stroller just folds in half. And then right here, we grab the other half. Now for you who love Bob, you will enjoy this. The camera can follow for just a moment. There's now a way to lock your Bob in place. Right here, we can now make the Bob and lift it one-handed, closed. No more trying to hold it together, no wrapping your runaway strap through all the different parts trying to velcro it onto itself. It's just a click. Undo. Then to open it,